What if a coin worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars is sitting right now in an old drawer, a forgotten piggy bank, or mixed in your everyday pocket change? Most people would never notice it, but collectors know that some of the rarest Lincoln Wheat pennies ever made can look almost identical to ordinary cents. In today's video from USA Coin Archives, we're counting down the top 3 most valuable ultra-rare Lincoln Wheat pennies. Coins with incredible histories, shocking auction prices, and rare errors that have turned simple pocket change into life-changing discoveries. One of these pennies could already be hiding in your collection, waiting to be found. So, before we begin, make sure to like the video, subscribe to USA Coin Archives, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next hidden treasure hunt. Coin number 1. The year was 1944, and America was deep in the turmoil of World War II. Factories roared day and night. Soldiers fought across distant continents, and nearly every metal was considered valuable to the war effort. Amid this historic period, millions of Lincoln Wheat pennies rolled out of the United States Mint. Most were spent without a second thought. They bought newspapers, candy, and everyday necessities. Yet, among these ordinary coins, a fascinating story was quietly being written, one that continues to captivate collectors decades later. The 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny, with no mint mark, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins produced in Denver or San Francisco, Philadelphia coins of this era typically carried no mint mark. At first glance, the coin appears simple. Abraham Lincoln's portrait dominates the obverse, while 2 elegant wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent on the reverse. But behind that familiar design lies a coin that has become one of the most searched-for treasures in American numismatics. A standard 1944 Lincoln Wheat penny measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. It was struck from a bronze alloy composed primarily of copper, along with small amounts of tin and zinc. This composition marked a dramatic return to normal production after the unusual steel cents of 1943, which had been created to conserve copper for wartime needs. For collectors, the story becomes far more exciting when they begin examining individual examples. While billions of 1944 pennies were produced, condition changes everything. A coin surviving in fine condition may display moderate wear but still retain clear details. Lincoln's portrait remains visible, and portions of the wheat stalks can still be identified. These circulated examples are common, yet they serve as the starting point for a hunt that has led to some astonishing discoveries. Collectors are searching because hidden among ordinary coins are rare varieties and mint errors capable of transforming a simple cent into a coin worth serious money. One of the most famous discoveries involves the legendary 1944 steel cent. During production, a few leftover steel planchets from 1943 accidentally entered the presses. The result was a rare collector coin that appears similar to the previous year's steel penny but bears the date 1944. These extraordinary mistakes are among the most valuable coins in American history. When authenticated, certain 1944 steel cents have sold for tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some remarkable examples have crossed auction blocks for prices that stunned the collecting community. Stories of life-changing discovery continue to fuel the belief that more treasures may still be waiting to be found. Beyond the famous steel cent, collectors also hunt for doubled dies. These rare mint error varieties occur when elements of the design appear doubled due to imperfections during die creation. A noticeable doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's features can dramatically increase desirability. Other sought-after mistakes include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, weak strikes, and dramatic misalignments that make each coin unique. Imagine sorting through a jar of old pennies inherited from a relative. Most appear ordinary. Then one coin catches your attention. The lettering seems unusual. The strike looks different. Suddenly, what appeared to be valuable pocket change becomes the focus of intense research. This possibility keeps collectors searching through bankrolls, estate collections, and forgotten coin albums. Condition remains one of the most powerful factors affecting value. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC play a major role in determining authenticity and preservation quality. These organizations examine coins under strict standards and assign numerical grades that help buyers and sellers understand a coin's condition. A coin graded MS-65 is considered mint state and displays strong visual appeal with only minor imperfections. Move higher to MS-67, and the coin enters a category of exceptional preservation where surviving examples become significantly scarcer. Then there is the legendary MS-70 grade, representing a flawless coin with no post-production imperfections visible under magnification. While very few vintage coins achieve such perfection, the concept demonstrates why condition can transform value dramatically. The difference between a circulated fine condition coin and a high-grade mint state example can be staggering. Collectors willingly pay substantial premiums for coins that survive decades with sharp details, vibrant color, and minimal damage. In some cases, seemingly identical pennies have sold for vastly different prices simply because one preserved its original surfaces better than another. Auction houses such as Heritage Auction, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections regularly showcase important Lincoln cents. Competitive bidding often reveals just how passionate collectors can become when a rare variety appears. Some auction results have shocked even experienced numismatists, proving that demand for key Lincoln wheat pennies remains remarkably strong. Part of the fascination comes from the idea of hidden treasure. Unlike many collectibles locked away in museums, rare coins occasionally emerge from ordinary places. They appear in inherited collections, old coffee can, forgotten desk drawers, and even loose change. Every discovery reinforces the dream that another extraordinary coin may still be waiting to surface. The 1944 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark represents more than a piece of copper. It serves as a connection to wartime America, a reminder of everyday commerce, and a symbol of how an ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value can capture the imagination of collectors around the world. From rare mint-era discoveries to astonishing auction records, its story continues to grow with every new find. And while the hunt for this remarkable wheat cent has already produced unforgettable surprises, the next coin on our list carries an even more intriguing mystery that few collectors ever expect to encounter. Next up, coin number 2. The 1957 D. Lincoln wheat penny does not immediately appear rare. Millions were produced, millions were spent, and millions disappeared into pockets, cash registers, and piggy banks across America. Yet hidden within this seemingly ordinary cent is a story filled with mystery, collector obsession, surprising values, and the possibility of discovering an ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value. The year was 1957. America was experiencing rapid growth, new technologies were emerging, and the Lincoln wheat penny remained one of the most familiar coins in daily commerce. At the Denver Mint, workers operated massive coin presses around the clock, striking millions of pennies that would eventually spread across the nation. Among those coins were the 1957 D. Lincoln wheat pennies, identified by the small D mint mark positioned beneath the date on the obverse. In fine condition, these pennies often show moderate circulation wear. Lincoln's portrait remains clear, though some finer details have softened over decades of use. The wheat stalks on the reverse still display visible outlines, preserving enough detail for collectors to appreciate their classic design. While many examples remain affordable, certain rare varieties have transformed this humble cent into a coin worth serious money. The coin itself carries the familiar specifications that collectors know well. It measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. The composition consists primarily of copper mixed with smaller amounts of tin and zinc. Its warm reddish-brown appearance reflects an era when copper cents dominated American pocket change. At first glance, every 1957 D penny appears nearly identical, but experienced collectors understand a secret hidden within coin collecting. Sometimes the most valuable discoveries emerge from the most common dates. A single minting mistake, a tiny die defect, or an unusual strike can completely change a coin's destiny. Collectors are searching relentlessly because rare mint error examples of the 1957D continue to surface unexpectedly. Among the most desirable are double die varieties. These fascinating errors occur when the working die receives multiple impressions that fail to align perfectly. The result can create visible doubling on letters, numbers, or design elements. Such varieties immediately attract attention from specialists hunting for hidden treasure. Off-center strikes are another source of excitement. During production, a planchet may shift slightly before being struck, causing part of the design to miss the intended location. Depending on the severity and visibility of the date and mint mark, these errors can command substantial premiums. Some dramatic examples have sold for amounts that surprise even experienced collectors. Clipped planchets represent another dream discovery. These unusual coins are created when a blank is improperly cut from the metal strip before striking. The missing curved section creates a distinctive appearance that collectors instantly recognize. Combined with strong eye appeal and certification, such pieces can become rare collector coins highly sought after in the marketplace. Then there are die cracks, weak strikes, broad strikes, and other unusual production mistakes. Each tells a story from inside the mint itself. A tiny crack forming on a die may transfer onto thousands of coins before being noticed. Most remain insignificant, but occasionally a dramatic example captures collector attention and becomes a prized variety. The fascination grows even stronger when grading enters the picture. Professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC carefully evaluate coins to determine authenticity and preservation quality. Their certifications provide confidence for buyers and sellers, especially when significant money is involved. A Mint State 65 or MS65 coin displays strong luster and attractive surfaces with relatively few distractions. MS67 examples are considerably scarcer and represent exceptional preservation. These coins often appear remarkably fresh despite being struck decades ago. Then there is the legendary MS70 grade, indicating perfection under modern grading standards. While vintage Lincoln cents almost never achieve this level, the possibility highlights why condition remains one of the most important factors in determining value. The difference between fine condition and high-grade mint state preservation can be astonishing. A circulated example may be worth only a modest amount, while a superb gem-quality specimen can bring hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors compete fiercely for the finest surviving examples because truly exceptional coins become increasingly difficult to locate as decades pass. Auction records have repeatedly demonstrated this reality. When rare varieties, dramatic mint errors, or elite-grade examples appear at major venues, bidding can escalate rapidly. Heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and great collections regularly feature Lincoln cents that generate intense competition among collectors. Trusted coin dealers also play an important role in connecting buyers with scarce examples that rarely appear in public sales. Stories of hidden treasure continue to fuel excitement surrounding the 1957 DE. Old collections discovered in attics, forgotten jars of valuable pocket change, and inherited coin albums have produced surprising finds. Every new discovery reinforces the belief that remarkable coins may still be hiding in plain sight. Some collectors even speculate about the future value of extraordinary specimens. While auction records provide documented benchmarks, enthusiasts often imagine what could happen if an ultra-rare mint error, preserved in spectacular condition, entered the market. Under extraordinary circumstances, speculation has stretched into astonishing territory, with some dreaming of values reaching far beyond current records and into the realm of unbelievable multi-million-dollar possibilities. That combination of history, rarity, condition, and mystery is exactly what makes the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny so captivating. It may look like an ordinary cent pulled from an old collection, yet beneath its worn surfaces could lie a life-changing discovery waiting to be recognized. And as intriguing as this Denver-minted wheat cent may be, the final coin in this documentary carries a reputation that has sparked endless debate, remarkable discoveries, and some of the most astonishing stories collectors have ever shared. Next up, the journey now arrives at a coin that many collectors consider one of the most fascinating wheat cents ever produced. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark marks the end of an era. It was the final year of the famous wheat penny design before the reverse changed in 1959. At first glance, this coin appears ordinary, another copper cent that circulated through stores, gas stations, and neighborhoods across America. Yet beneath that familiar appearance lies a story filled with mystery, hidden treasure, rare mint errors, and the possibility of extraordinary value. In 1958, the Philadelphia Mint produced millions of Lincoln Wheat Pennies. Coins struck their carried no mint mark, making them easy for collectors to identify. These pennies were created using powerful minting presses that struck blank planchets with tremendous force, transferring every detail of the design onto the coin surface. Most entered circulation immediately and were spent countless times, but a select few would eventually become some of the most talked about Lincoln cents in collecting history. A standard 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. Its composition consists primarily of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, had already become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. Lincoln's portrait appears on the front, while two wheat stalks decorate the reverse. A fine condition example typically displays moderate wear from years of circulation. Lincoln's facial features remain visible, though some details have softened. Portions of the wheat stalks still show clearly, preserving the coin's historic character. To many people, such a coin appears to be nothing more than old valuable pocket change. To experienced collectors, however, it represents an opportunity to uncover an ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value. Collectors are searching for this date for one major reason: the legendary 1958 double die obverse. This rare mint error has become one of the most famous Lincoln cent varieties ever discovered. Strong doubling appears on important lettering and design elements, creating a dramatic visual effect that immediately captures attention. Extremely few examples are known, making it one of the most sought-after wheat pennies in existence. Whenever one of these remarkable coins appears for sale, excitement spreads rapidly throughout the collecting community. Auction prices have reached astonishing levels, with examples selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The rarity of these pieces has fueled endless discussion among collectors. Some enthusiasts even speculate that an extraordinary example discovered in exceptional condition could someday achieve values far beyond current records. That possibility keeps the hunt alive. Hidden treasure discoveries continue to occur when old collections are carefully examined. A coin sitting unnoticed in an inherited album may suddenly reveal characteristics matching a famous variety. What once seemed like a common cent can become a life-changing discovery. Beyond the celebrated double die, collectors also pursue numerous other mint mistakes associated with Lincoln cents. Off-center strikes remain highly desirable because they clearly show errors during the minting process. Some coins were struck while the planchet was improperly positioned, leaving part of the design missing. Depending on the severity, these pieces can become rare collector coins worth substantial premiums. Clipped planchets provide another exciting possibility. These unusual coins feature a section missing from the edge because the blank was cut improperly before striking. Die cracks, broad strikes, weak strikes, and strike-through errors also attract significant interest. Each rare mint error tells a unique story from inside the mint and preserves a moment when something unexpected occurred during production. Condition remains one of the most important factors in determining whether a coin is worth serious money. Professional grading services such as PCGS and NGC play a critical role in the marketplace. These organizations authenticate coins, evaluate their condition, and place them in protective holders trusted by collectors worldwide. A coin graded MS65 is considered a high-quality mint state example with strong visual appeal. An MS67 specimen represents exceptional preservation and is dramatically scarcer. Then comes the famous MS-70 grade, indicating a flawless coin under grading standards. While vintage wheat pennies rarely achieve such perfection, the grading scale demonstrates why condition can influence value so dramatically. The difference between a fine condition coin and a high-end mint state specimen can be extraordinary. Two coins bearing the same date may sell for vastly different amounts simply because one survived with superior surfaces, luster, and eye appeal. Collectors compete aggressively for top-grade examples because truly exceptional survivors become harder to find with each passing year. Major auction houses, including heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, and great collections, regularly showcase important Lincoln cents. Trusted coin dealers also help collectors locate scarce varieties and certified examples. When an elite specimen appears on the market, intense bidding can send prices far beyond expectations. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of a 1958 no-mint Mark Wheat penny is the combination of accessibility and mystery. Millions were produced, meaning examples can still be found in old collections. Yet, among those millions may exist rare varieties, dramatic errors, and overlooked treasures capable of transforming a simple cent into a coin worth serious money. Collectors continue searching through rolls, jars, albums, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes because remarkable discoveries are still being made. Every old penny carries the possibility of becoming an ordinary coin hiding extraordinary value. Every wheat cent deserves a second look. Every collection could contain a hidden treasure waiting to be recognized. If you enjoyed uncovering these incredible coin stories, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And most importantly, keep checking your coins carefully because valuable pocket change, rare mint error discoveries, and life-changing treasures are still being found today by collectors who take the time to look. Thanks for watching my video.